just in front, and Odin is ever looking for an opportunity to step in and pride his man on the ropes, and there he goes again, really bullying away as hard as he can.
That's where Froch has got to be, centre of the ring, commanding with that jab, sidestepping. He must not let himself get onto the ropes. Odin, his tactics, he's got to push, he's got to try and get Froch on the ropes. That restricts his movement.
Froch is doing pretty good work with that left of his, but he's not really been all that desperately accurate with the right. Good high guard by Valeri Odin. Signs in the last round that he might have been towering ever so slightly. Froch has got to keep the pressure on him.
There's the tactic there from Froch. Lovely boxing on the retreat, and as Odin came in, as he's back into the ropes, then he holds.
Oh, uppercut from Odin wasn't too far away. Good footwork once again by Froch. The message is defend yourself at all times, and Odin stopped momentarily. Good combination by Froch.
Yeah, excellent boxing from Froch there. 3 and 4 punch combination.
Well, Mick Hennessy getting a little bit agitated at ringside. I haven't seen him so agitated since another one of the class of 2002, David Walker, was stopped just before Christmas. David Walker at ringside.
Yeah, that's better. He doesn't need to be in that corner. Odin is so strong. He wants to fight the fight on the ropes in the corners, so he can literally get to Froch. Now Froch has got to move.
Well, Odin is producing a terrific performance. He's almost boxing himself to a standstill. Froch has got him, and Odin's starting to wobble. Froch's persistence may well have paid off. Odin, leg splayed, is in a wee bit of bother now. Good switch hitting from Froch, moved to the southpaw style, delivered the left.
Excellent timing from Froch, you have to say, Jim.
And a lovely right hand, but back comes Odin. Where is he getting this energy from? Again, Froch, hands held low, a little bit of showboating. Froch toughing himself, but not surprising.
Yeah, he's really had to step up the quality in this round, and he has done. Now he stamps his authority back onto the contest. A much better round for Carl Froch there.
Without a doubt, Carl Froch's best 3 minutes of this contest to date. Looks up at Rob McCracken and probably thinks to himself, well, I hope you're going to give me a little bit of praise for that round. And towards the end of the round, the man across the ring from him, Valeri Odin, his mouth was open, there was a little bit of blood coming. He has pushed Froch all the way. That was a wicked looking attempt at an uppercut. Froch did well to get out of the way, and this is beautiful footwork from Carl Froch. David Walker just at ringside, up out of his feet to praise his stablemate for that, but full marks to Odin. Froch turned beautifully and shortened that right hand, just pulled the elbow back about 6 inches and delivered that perfect little pop punch right on the chin. And there was a second one there which travelled an even shorter distance, and that's the one that really hurt Odin at the end of that round. Great finish by Froch.
Come on, Froch, you put them together. Move that cheese and don't let it stop it.
5 hard rounds for Carl Froch, and one must remember, despite the distinguished nature of his amateur career, this is just his 6th professional contest.
Right.
Once again, Froch doing the right thing, keeping out of the way and landing with shots, and Odin now I think is starting to tire because he's holding on, Richie, quite deliberately.
Well, he is tiring, and also Froch is he's up the work rate with his feet actually, because what he's doing is he sidesteps are excellent. The timing is absolutely perfect. There again, look, and then he's turned his opponent, and then he's attacked with the right hand. But before he was holding the feet, he was getting caught, but now he's moving the feet much more, sidesteps, and Odin just cannot adjust his boxing.
And Odin battering away but having no effect at all on Froch. He hasn't landed a meaningful shot in this round. There was a right, wasn't too bad, just as I said that. Holding and hitting. Froch a little bit annoyed with that. He won't thank one of his current sparring partners. That wonderful left from Froch. Beautiful shot. Moving away in reverse gear. Leaned back and delivered as sweet a left as you're going to see. Well, that's the sign of a very classy boxer. Somebody who can soak up the punishment and produce one single shot. And Odin now is in trouble. Odin could well be getting stopped for the third time in his professional career. And it started with that left hand. And Froch now simply oozing confidence. And all the battle has gone out of Valeri Odin. And the referee, I think, is going to have a good look at him. Still a minute to go to the end of this round. And Odin, a lot, in fact, indeed, most of the strength is drained from him. Froch has got him again. Froch is going to do this in front of his home crowd. The referee must step in. Good decision. Froch has won it. Had to work so hard. But towards the end of the last round, and certainly in this round, Froch really came through when it mattered most. It was a real battle for Carl Froch. Mick Hennessy, who was on his feet, may have been a little bit anxious, but now he's delighted, and he certainly will be very relieved. And Froch will say, well, there was never any doubt on this, but Valeri Odin gave Froch an awful lot of trouble in the opening 3 or 4 rounds, mainly through his tactics, and he swarmed all over the younger man, but the mark of class really came through, and Carl Froch has deserved that one, Richie.
Oh, it was fantastic. It was a fantastic left hook that first started it off. It really was a landslide that started the landslide. It was on the retreat. Utter class that punch was. Superb.
Valeri Odin in the corner, getting a little bit of treatment. No complaints at all. He gave it, well, everything he had, but Carl Froch ultimately had that little bit extra skill and had what most professional boxers need. He had the old equaliser.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 2 minutes 15 seconds of the 6th round, the referee has stopped the contest. His in opinion, Valeri Odin in no position to continue. The winner, Nottingham's own Carl Froch.
While family, friends and a host of admirers have come here to see the homecoming for this fella Carl Froch, and he hasn't disappointed.
Valeri Odin.
Decent round of applause for his opponent, Valeri Odin, who have made Froch work very hard for the early stages of that particular contest. And Carl Froch has extended his unbeaten record to 6. So 6 contests, 6 wins, and that's the 5th inside the distance, and he had to work harder for that than any other professional contest so far. So onward and upward for Carl Froch, but at the moment it's downward and ringside. And he's going to be speaking as ever with Gary Richardson.
Carl, many congratulations. That was your toughest one today, I guess.
Yeah, definitely. It came in light heavyweight, ranked number 9 in the country. Just recently beat a good lad in my weight division, Toxoro, ranked number 6 in super middleweight. So that was a tough fight, but as you say, I got him out of there.
What did you learn from it? I guess first thing, stamina. I know you've sparred a good few rounds. You've sparred 8 rounds, you were telling me the other day, but you learn that when you get into the ring, it's different again, isn't it? The real contest.
Oh, definitely. I know that anyway, but my fitness is there. What I was doing early on was, to be fair, I mean, my trainer, Robert McCracken, spotted it. I was having a little breather, waiting for my moment, and later on it came, and there was the finish. But the fitness is definitely a lot hard. It's got to be there in the pro ranks, as opposed to the amateurs. But as soon as I start stepping in with the combinations, I get rid of him.
Yeah. Okay, the best moment, I guess, was the knockdown. We can show you. Just give us your verdict on it. You gave him a real whack. Here it comes.
Yeah, it's a left hook straight on the chin as he comes in. He was leaning in with a very lazy defence, so I just exposed it and down he went.
Yeah. Rob, he was a game opponent, wasn't he, Rob McCracken?
Yeah, Valeri's a tremendous pro, you know, he's as tough as they come and he wins, he beats good fighters, but listen, this kid's something special, you know, he's going to go on to become huge, Carl Froch is, and that's the first time people have really realised that tonight when they've seen this performance. But this kid's going to be massive, trust me.
Okay, we will trust you. We hope you're right. Rob, Carl, a final question. You've spoken in the past about taking on the likes of the Robin Reeds and the David Starry. Would you revise that at all at this stage? Do you feel still as confident?
The only thing I said about not taking them on at this level was my fitness and getting the rounds under the belt, and this is exactly what I'm doing here. Here was 6 good rounds and a good finish at the end against a stronger opponent, so that's obviously building towards them kind of opponents. But no, I wouldn't re-revise it. I definitely want to look towards that in the future. And just say a big thanks to the Forest team. They're here tonight at ringside, and all the supporters from Nottingham that come to see me tonight. Thanks very much.
I was going to say that was a nice evening finally, wasn't it? All the fans cheering your name. You get a buzz from that.
Absolutely, the fans are fantastic. They've all turned out for me tonight, and I've done it for them, and I'm going to do it again for them in the future and start bringing some titles back to Nottingham.
Carl, well done. Thank you.
Thanks very much. Cheers.